Afternoon tea is quintessentially British and such a treat when it's done well. Having partaken many an afternoon and cream tea all over the UK, it was time to try one of the best in London. And of course, I'm talking about Claridges. Reportedly one of the best in the UK, I had to have afternoon tea here to see if the reports were correct. The easiest way to get to Claridges is on the Underground. You need to get to Bond Street Station via the Central, Elizabeth or Jubilee lines, then follow signs for Davy Street and turn right when you get out. You will see this magnificent hotel on the corner of Brook Street and Davy Street. Looking towards the main entrance, it is really hard to believe that it started off as a very small hotel. From the smartly dressed door attendants to the Art Deco glass and lighting, this hotel just oozes class. I just love how they've updated the beautiful revolving wooden door which carries you to the glamour of a bygone age. When you get inside, the entrance area is dripping with Art Deco patterns on the mirrors, the floor, the chandeliers and even the seating at the side. The chrome, brass and mirrors just shimmer as you walk onto the lobby. Looking back towards the entrance shows off all its Art Deco features. The grand curving staircase sweeps up to the upper landing with its beautiful wrought iron balustrade. These lit doorways are beautifully opulent, leading to the cloakroom for ladies and gentlemen. The inside of the ladies' area is tastefully decorated and shows more Art Deco style. Just look at the door handles. The reading room is where we will be having our afternoon tea later on. Luck was with me because I had been given permission to go and see the kitchens. Aaron, one of the restaurant managers, took me downstairs to the pastry section. Here I met Melissa, the commie chef, who made time to talk with me and answer my questions. I've made a separate video about it called Behind the Scenes at Claridges. Aaron went through some numbers with me, but over 600 desserts daily, wow! It was 5 p.m. and time for the main event, the afternoon tea. We were seated in the middle of the foyer and reading room, and it was a joy for the senses. It glittered just like the entrance, a feast for the eyes. Soft piano music hung in the air, the leather chairs were reassuringly comfortable, and although the room was full, there was only a hubbub of conversation from the other people there. The silver-plated cutlery echoed more Art Deco and had a good weight to it. The tea strainers are also specially made for Claridges. As you can probably tell by now, I absolutely love Art Deco design, and I was not disappointed at Claridges. The sugar box was simply styled, and I wish they sold them because I would have been so tempted to buy one. Brown sugar cubes are individually wrapped, and it contains sweeteners as well. The cups, saucers and teapots in the beautiful muted mint green stripe are specially designed for Claridges. Claridges do cater for different dietary requirements, and we were having a halal afternoon tea. Our menu showed 26 different teas to choose from, as well as iced tea and coffee. This is the overall menu for the afternoon tea, showing the sandwiches, scones and pastries. So, a traditional afternoon tea with tea coffee is currently £85, but you can opt for a sparkling tea, which includes a glass of champagne or non-alcoholic sparkling drink. The delicious sandwiches are all listed here. Please pause it if you want to see what they are. They're served on a variety of breads which are all baked on site. The first tea. Our server, Reden, suggested the teas for each course, and we were happy to try them. I could have gone for my default Earl Grey, but I wanted to try new teas. Reden brewed and poured pipacha tea for us. This was a fruity tea with a delicate flavour and beautiful on the nose. This was my favourite part because I love the savoury element of an afternoon tea. We had smoked salmon with dill and creme fraiche on rye bread. We had organic cucumber with minted creme fraiche on white. We had roast chicken with baby gem lettuce and tarragon. We also had Burford brown eggs with truffle mayonnaise and cress on white, and a special sandwich to replace the ham, which was roasted courgettes and peppers with tomato relish. We also had a tiny fresh salad with beetroot, carrots and micro coriander. The second tea we tried was the Claridges blend. It's one of the nicest English breakfast teas I have ever had, and it had a malty note that I'd not tasted before, perfect for the scones. Beautiful golden brown warm scones arrived, balls of rudder clotted cream, and their signature jam of raspberries and strawberries completed the set. What do you know about scone etiquette? Apparently, you're supposed to break the scone in half with your hands and never to cut it. The scone that I had was soft inside and it had like a thin, crusty shell on the outside. Now the controversial question of what comes first. Is it jam or is it cream? For me, it's always been the cream because I find it easier to spread the jam on top of the cream. But you have to decide for yourself what you do. You'll have to excuse me as I was trying to spread the cream and jam with one hand while I was recording with the other. It was absolutely delicious, even though it looked a bit of a mess. And you can buy their jam on their website. And I have to say, I'm not really a fan of strawberry jam, but the mixture of strawberry and raspberry was amazing. With the first two courses of our afternoon tea behind us, it was time to look forward to the final part. And I have to say, I love how the cutlery and crockery is changed with each course. The final tea we were going to try was rooibos. I wasn't sure about this tea, but it was in fact refreshing, delicious with a distinct berry flavour. The desserts came and they were such little works of art. So much work goes into each single dessert. The flavours are so well balanced and the attention to detail is great. Everyone gets 4 little pastries and they are banana, peanut and chocolate tart, which is obvious one. Then there's an exotic passion fruit baba, a bit like a rum baba but without the rum. There's a coffee and caramel scent honoré, and my favourite, which was the rhubarb creme fraiche mousse. This little cheesecake was a bonus dessert, even after we thought that afternoon tea was over. We will be scoring afternoon tea at Claridges at the end of the video. I wonder if you'll agree with us. And so to the bill. The 3 afternoon teas were £85 each, and you need to be aware that there is a 12.5% service charge that's added, but I was really happy to pay this. So this was the end of the afternoon tea at Claridges, and I have to say I was absolutely delighted with every single aspect of this tea, from the service to the actual environment, and especially to the food, the luscious sandwiches, the delicate little works of art of pastries, the wonderful scones that were delicious, and I have to say, I would recommend it to anybody. It's just perfect. I can't finish without saying that the teas that I tried at Claridges were absolutely amazing. They were such a high standard and such a good quality that it's converted me. I will have other teas other than Earl Grey. Finally, I want to say a big thank you to all the staff that make the Claridge's afternoon tea such a 5-star experience. I would recommend this afternoon tea to anyone. You have to try it once. So your afternoon tea experience doesn't just end here, because we had a final surprise from them. It was a gâteau de voyage which they give to you to take home. If you've had afternoon tea at Claridge's before or after you watch my video, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I had to give top marks for this afternoon tea at Claridge's. What do you think? Do you agree with me or do you disagree? I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then please like, subscribe, share and turn on your notifications. I would love to hear from you, so please comment below.